Hermes from Prada, rolling up.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! 21. Bigsam, pass. Kill.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A very solid gain of 27.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, it's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back and get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion, went just shy of the marker. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 11. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
21.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On second down, here's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On third down, Henry. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 24. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run with Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, as the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And Walker has it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Now Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Tannehill now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Back to throw, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This is Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. This is Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They run with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That second down play nets a -4. On third down, a run from Breida. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. They run for it with Breida. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They keep it with Henry on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 8. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
so they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's Henry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.